Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to what is map 2 of our third quarterfinal. The fourth, I believe, is just beginning over on CS_EN2. If you are interested to see Euronics face off against Optic, that is where you should head. If, like me, you are here for Space Soldiers versus Imperial, then stay right where you are. We've already had our first map done and dusted, and it will be going to Imperial as they now head into their map pick, their hometown, if anything, Mirage, which has been an excellent map for them all the way through this tournament, and for a while, actually. I think this is just really showing how strong Esperanto is at the moment. I think it's an excellent map for him, but we will just have to wait and see if they are going to be able to take this over the line too, or if we will be heading to our third and final map. Of course, that will be Dust 2, so definitely an entertaining finish if we do get to that one. We have had quite a few upsets on opponents' maps all the way through. Nexa Okay, he really is. He's going to burn down that clock a little bit. 3 players. All tagged. Don't really want to cast this knife round, I'll be honest. If he could just kill them, that would be great. But yeah, this has been a sort of excellent map for them, so I am excited to see if Imperial do have the stones. The other thing as well is in the past, this has been a great map for Space Soldiers. I especially like the sort of aggression that comes out from Zontares and Connector, and I think that is where we could get one of the most exciting duels in quite a long time, because Connector is where Esperanto has pretty much made his name on this map. So if those two meet in Connector, we could have a real firefight on our hands. The problem is Space Soldiers are yet to show up. They are yet to really show up to the table here, and I expect quite a bit more from them, I'll be honest. Hopefully, we'll get to see that in this map. Do you enjoy casting? It depends on the quality of the game, or casting later, I should say. Yeah, quality of the game really depends. If it's a slow, boring match with not many interesting plays, then sure, sometimes I get a little bit tired, but I think this game is not going to offer me that. I like both these teams. It should be exciting. Calyx, oh, he hasn't been spotted in the corner. That's 2 quick kills to his name. Much better start already for Space Soldiers. They decimate the pistol, absolutely ruining the Imperial side, and well, this is about to get a bit tougher. Deagle's on the other side. Plenty of rifles purchased already by Space Soldiers. Thank you, Most7. Here we go, though. Looking to try and do some work with those dirty deeks. A little bit of presence over from Nexa. Where are you from in Essex? Woodford Green. I hope that helps. The title. You'll... Already, Zontares. There he is, over towards that connector. Is going to be finding that opening kill. Pound will go down. We are going to have Nexa looking to try and find that peak, but takes a little bit of damage in the meantime, and Zontares already off to a better start than what we saw in the previous map. Molotov is clearing UK from the corner as well, and This is looking very, very good. Esperanto will at least manage to take himself one. Engine will be there to close. Very clean round in the end. And while now the T's can't really afford to invest much into this one, Nuclear going to be saving some cash, although unlikely to have an AWP unless he can get a couple of kills or just play a glass cannon. Well, Paz even just going to opt to play this one. With a Deagle. Haji will actually manage still an opener with the Glock, so a little bit of damage done already onto the Space Soldier's side. Quick switch coming in. Sontara is padding his stats though alongside Calyx as they will keep 4 men alive. Once more, 3-0. No problem, Ballaboos. No problem at all. Here we go, though. This is where the buy comes in. This is where this match should get a little bit more exciting. The hours vary from day to day. They're not tough at all, to be honest. Calyx about to have a lot of pressure coming his way as the T's have just gone very aggressively out towards this A site. A quick push that... Well, they need to get moving. It can be very difficult if you get stuck over towards that ramp. Pass, peek in. We'll spot Esperanto. A little bit of a lurk in middle as Major is going to start to go aggressive to try and take the fight versus Haji. Pound. Spray through. Can't get anything done, and the CTs one by one are dropping their opponents like flies. It is just going to be left on to SB. Manages a kill, but Major will kill him straight through the box. Actually, Major was the one player who somewhat performed in the previous map. Well, this round, well, it's a little bit of a dicey buy. Nuke actually going to go for a singular AK. The Catalyst to try and do some damage in this round. Zantara is still looking for that fight into middle. Next are already going to be tagged low. Please, hoping the Nuke can make some sort of opener here. Interesting that he actually bought when he could have actually afforded his AWP if he had just saved. Was more expected than this purchase. He's going to go pushing into the site, and already that AK hits the deck. Esperanto looking to try and retrieve it. While the T's looking like they want to try and split in towards this B site. Paz going to be ready and waiting for them. And, well, Haji's still going to be good for one. But the fact is he's very quickly traded onto, and it will be left onto Esperanto. And Paz is just wiping the floor with them at the moment. Pound left alone. Has been spotted out with the information gathered, and Zontares will clean it up. 4 players again for Space Soldiers surviving as they do take themselves a 5-0 lead. The T's looking to get a purchase of their own, and unless Haji is going to drop an AWP, yeah, they're not going to have one once again. As said, it was pretty much that AK buy that resulted in the lack of a purchase. Look at the CT side already. 11,000, 9,000, 6 and 5. Only Engine with some limited cash. Molotov going to be thrown out to deny any sort of smoke, but this is where Esperanto looks to try and take his fight. The first connector duel, but Nuke is actually going to get the double opener. Will eventually be traded out, and another one for Paz. He's looking strong so far in this map. In fact, he's just gone and got himself a third. Really taking the aggression in this round, and the T side, well, they've gained some control over towards the A site as Zontares looks to push. Nexa could actually steal this round away. Paz is going to come rotating in. This should be a free kill. It seemed like Paz actually knew there was somebody there. Maybe just realized of the possibility. But look at the quick flank from Zontares. He now has that long rotation all the way back through. And, well, the fact is, the T's are taking their time to get the bomb down. Zontares does have that push coming in from behind. It seems like they are completely unaware of the possibility. Already executes one and leaves it onto Nexa. 1 versus 2. Nade going to go out. Will do a bit of damage, but not anything to write home about. He does have himself a Molotov as well, which could make things a little bit more interesting and buy them a bit of time, but I think that's gone long. I don't know if it'll actually stop them defusing the bomb. It will. It's just about onto it. In fact, Nexa's going to burn one alive. Engine going to be running into it, and Nexa will close out this round. Imperial, they are onto the board. But the fact is they lost so many players in that round that this could be the straight-up reset and send Space Soldiers flying into the lead. Well, even further into the lead. And I think Imperial know it. They're going to take themselves a tactical pause. Give Coach Neil M a chance to have some words. Although I do wonder in online matches how much that rule is actually abided by. And whether they do just opt to talk through it all the time. Here we go, though. Pause called. They are right back in, and already Major rips the head off of Nukes. There's going to be no magic from him at the beginning of this round. He was the one to kick things off. Esperanto will take his place in middle, and he's yet to have any real impact into this game so far. It is early days, but they're going to need him, and they're going to need him soon. Okay, there you go. Paz, while flying through the air, has just been disemboweled. His head disconnected from his shoulders, and, well, you don't give that man an inch. 1 minute 10 left on the clock. Nexa pushing it towards the side. Will find a kill. Zontares looking to try and trade things back, and has to be careful from the connector. Esperanto is going to go down to the hands of Engine, and back into a 3v3 we go. Zontares closed out, and Major still at the back of the site. Try and use the smoke to give him a little bit of control as he finds himself a kill. Hadji lurking around the edge of it. This battle could decide the round. Hadji is just going to try and find a way in. Oh my god, they've gone past each other. He has absolutely no idea. Hadji still waiting, gets a first, but runs out of bullets. Trying to dodge and weave past Engine from here on out. Has support from Pound, who's slowly rotating in, but the fact is, Engine should surely be dead. He actually still gets the kill. And now given an opportunity to reload, still has a chance in this round. Again, only one player left over on this T side. Slightly missed shots from Pound will give Engine a chance, but eventually a second goes onto the board. A dicey round for sure, and, well, the CT side, now money becomes a bit of an issue. Couple of UMPs alongside the rifles. Still, though, the T's are not out of the woods just yet. They could still be reset here. This time looking like they're about to set up over towards this A site. Not a whole lot of utility to play with. The CTs have opted utility over weaponry on a couple of the players. Smokes will be holding them back a little bit longer. Esperanto left completely blind. In fact, so is his teammates. It will be trades, but the money or the damage On the other side, Paz will be able to find another, and the T's looking like they're in a little bit of trouble. So many low players left, and UK trying to find an opener here. Really, Nexa needs to be the one making the play, but it's not going too well. Still a trade comes in. Nexa looking for the peek back out. Has to be careful. There's still another man over the stairs, and he hasn't spotted the head of Major. Or he does, but it's a little bit too late. By the looks of things, the CTs are going to return. 6-2. Imperial now left in real trouble when it comes to the economy, as their money has been completely reset. And Space Soldiers can really look to build into this one. Will be a force buy-in already. Next are going to be going down to the hands of Zontares, who has been winning this middle duel so far and will continue to with the help of Paz. Third map, if needed, will be Dust 2. Paz is going to put down another. This man has looked like he's on fire at the moment. As he nets another 3K, looking for the fourth. UK is all but screwed here. Again, looking like another scenario where we may have the first map going to Imperial, and then their map choice being won by Space Soldiers. No real level of dominance from either side. Major peeking into mid with the AWP, but the fact is this round is just pistols. Third map will be Dust 2. Zontares here to pad his stats once again. Barely anything on the other side of things, and he's already managed to find himself a couple. Nexa has got himself a dirty dig, but, well, they're quickly going to be cleaned up. It's only Pound remaining. It's going to be a flawless round now for Space Soldiers. More importantly, their money is built right back up again. They were on the edge for a little bit, but the fact is they have now taken themselves a commanding lead, 8-2 up. And the T's need to get back into things quickly. Esperanto on a map which normally so good for him is currently sat 3-10. There we go. CT side looking for some early middle aggression. T's just waiting patiently. They don't have a whole lot of utility for any sort of execution style. Again, they're just looking to try and take these individual duels, and so far that has not worked out for them. He's going to be coming in. They almost line up for Major, but instead he shoots between and finds nothing. Mid control now can fall into the side of the T's, but a lot of their smoke's already being expended. May suggest a push towards the B site. Zontares hits the dink onto Hadji as well, and they haven't been able to close him out. And even if they have, Paz is still waiting on short to rain death down. Alex finds a first pick, and there is already a second in. Esperanto looks for one, but Zontares is saved by Major. This isn't even looking like a competition at the moment as the CT side just picks them off one by one. The confidence as well clearly built up, and Nuke gets absolutely nothing. A flawless round again for Space Soldiers. 15-2 on both Paz and Zontares. Absolutely disgusting. Once again, Imperial, all they can afford is some pistols. And while it's not going too well, Zontares and Calyx kicking things off, and you can see the confidence really building in now for Space Soldiers, taking aggressive peeks but finding the shots every single time. There hasn't been much of a response. Esperanto is only going to manage one, as again it's 4 players surviving. You're having trouble for getting that 6th shot from SB. That was disgusting, but other than that, we haven't seen much from him at all. 4 and 12 at the moment, but there isn't any sort of standout player for the T's. 5 kills is the maximum they have from 12 rounds. It's not really good enough. Calyx with the aggressive push into middle. Paz, once again, is going to start things off, and we're only 15 seconds into the round, and we've already lost 2 Imperial players. Looking like they're shut out of this match already. Major will add another, and within 30 seconds, this round is pretty much put to bed. Pound and Esperanto left to try and turn the tide. A little bit of damage done, but Zontares will now come in for support. Hasn't really been missing so far. Now the T's are even going to get isolated. Pound pushing out. Will manage to find one. That's a nice shot to Zontares. However, still so much left to do. Not going to be able to do it. 11 and 2. The slaughter continues. The buys now coming in from Imperial. Not very exciting at all. 2 AKs, 2 MAC-10s, and a CZ. Something I feel should worry the CT side too much. Nazy's going to throw out, will do some extra damage. T's will go for the execution. Calyx up close this time is pre-fired out as Esperanto does manage an opener. Major hoping to find something through the smoke, but it will just be a trade onto Zontares. Actually, this is looking like the best scenario we've seen in a while for Imperial. Through the smoke goes one, and Paz executes Haji. Moving it into a 3 versus 3. Thrown out as Esperanto manages to add another, with Nexa combining with him and leaving it all onto Engine. They've got plenty of money to try and fight this one, but he is into 1 versus 3. There should be kits around, as every one of his teammates had one. It is going to be 11 to 3. $20 and 4 at the moment for Zontares. 18 and 3 for Paz. But a 3rd round at least on the board for Imperial. Major looking for this opener once again. The best buy we've seen from the T side in quite a while. Haven't really seen the AWP at all, and while Major still going to kick things off in middle. Pound does manage one back, but it's still going to be the CT side with a man advantage. Kara sat in the corner as Haji does manage to find himself one. The T's are actually looking much better in this round at least. But they're not done just yet. Major in the corner. Engine chimes in with one of his own, and Haji left with nothing but an AWP bullet to take him out. It will be 12-3 in favor of Space Soldiers, an utterly dominating half. Now they look to go into the T side. while a pistol would be enough to pretty much close out this game. Prize money, well, the LAN will be $300,000. For the online, I don't think you get anything. But obviously, you get to go to a big LAN event and challenge. So, probably worth it. Only man with utility in this round is going to be Calyx. As they do take some heavy upper B control in towards the apartments. There we go, though. Push straight in towards the B side. Paz still continuing his reign of terror. Nice shot from Hadji. Will be able to execute one. Looking for a little bit more, but Paz is just going so strong at the moment. 3 kills for him once again. Looking for a 4th. I think he even got the assist onto the 5th player as well. Paz is just absolutely running away with it at the moment. 22 and 4. Just unstoppable. CT side will be left with just pistols once again. We may not even get to see a buy come out from them. And well, Engine will find nuclear very early on. Paz adding another kill to his already ridiculous tally. And by the looks of things, Dust 2 is on the horizon. As either team looking dominant on the opponent's map choice. Esperanto will be able to execute Zontaras at least. Nexa actually adds another. Maybe there is a possibility here as they've actually found both AKs. This could be a problem. Esperanto finds one more. He's doing work at the moment, and 4 kills for him in this round. That came out of absolutely nowhere. Imperial steal a round away and give themselves a small light at the end of the tunnel. That one came out of absolutely nowhere. T-side are going to be purchasing back into this one. Some pistols of their own alongside a MAC-10 on Engine. The CTs come in with plenty of rifles. Will be coming in straight in. Rush towards this B side. But look at that. Quick kills. Destroy the T side push. The attempt fails as they will just look to save into this next round. A bomb plant would be nice to at least bolster their cash a little bit. UK, just going to be waiting in middle. That nade could do a decent amount of damage. Oh, never mind, doesn't quite catch them. Still such a dominating position for Space Soldiers, but at least in this round, Imperial can pad their stats a little bit. Now we will get maybe even an orb purchase by Hadji. He could drop it over to Nuclear if he so desires. They're not really in a position to play bonus rounds, but they've already made plenty of cash off the victory they had with pistols, and then all of the rounds after that being so clean. Space Soldiers going to take themselves a tactical pause. They may be in the lead, but clearly they want to end this one as soon as possible. We are going to be getting right back into this one. Pound. It's going to be way too. May just run straight out in towards the site, but already 3 kills again, looking like an absolute shutdown by the CT side. Esperanto has just exploded into life. Another 4K from him. He now sits with 16 kills on the board. Pretty sure he's already matched. Well, I know for a fact he's already matched at least what he got in the previous, as he's had 2 4K rounds in this CT side already. (13-7). The difference now down to 6. T's in this round at least can only go for pistols, and it's definitely looking like Imperial start to gain some confidence here. I wouldn't say it's impossible that they bring this back, and don't want to get too confident over on the Space Soldier side because these rounds are ridiculously clean. Barely any players lost and so much money. On the CT side. But now the T's actually have some finances of their own. They have the AK-47s, full utility in play. Haji actually going to be the one manning the AWP in this round. It would have to be a pretty incredible string of rounds for Imperial to bring this one back, but they were good on the first map, and this is normally a very, very strong map for them. What was the score at halftime? It was 12-3. Connector push will be where the majority of the players are coming. Nuclear going to be rotating in towards that area, making sound. They are going to be pushing into him. He'll get one, but is very quickly traded by Zontares. Pound on the site with Esperanto alongside him, who has sprung to life in the last few, but he won't be able to do anything more. Are they actually going to spot out Pound? They will. Nice work from Major, but a couple of low players could make things possible for Nexa and Haji. Haji just trying to watch to defend off his teammate. We will lose Zontares along the way as well, and not much utility left with Haji working that AWP. Paz now going to be the only one left to try and turn this around. He's had an excellent game so far and will continue that with the shot onto one, but he tries to cross past Haji and loses his life because of it. 13-9, 4 rounds now the difference. Back from what was a 12-3 scoreline. 12-3 half, I should say. Obviously 13-3 at one point because we've now had a 6-round streak. Pause going to be called. I'm going to guess that that's from the Space Soldier side. And it is. Here we go, though. As said, money now not really going to be a problem for Imperial. This is all just about whether they can string these rounds together. Space Soldiers still only in need of 3, although Imperial only in need of 4 to actually equalize this. T's looking like they're going to go back to basics. Setting up over towards that A site. Lots of utility being expended straight away. Pound currently alone. Will throw out all the utility he has to try and slow them as much as possible. And already the support has rotated in with plenty of utility behind it. However, Pound already losing his life. We'll give that man advantage over towards the T's, and the problem is he was the only man actually able to stop them from getting onto the site itself. Will now come down to the retake. A little bit of utility expended, which will not do much damage at all, in fact. Rotation will come into this CT spot. Smoke currently covering off Zontaras, although he will fall to the hands of Esperanto. Another kill for Nuclear as well, as they do look strong in this retake. One by one, we start to lose the T players, but this connector push could be pivotal. It won't matter, though, as Nexa finds another, and Haji puts down the last. There's going to be another round on the board for Imperial, and although the bomb will go down and some cost will be had, the fact is the rounds are being strung together once again. It has been 7 in a row for Imperial here. Can Space Soldiers break the trend? The fact is the bombardment of rounds is going to continue. They keep getting that bomb down. They keep getting enough money to buy. The fact is, though, Imperial have just been keeping the streak going. Slowly grinding it back. Haji already managing to find that opener with a little bit of aggression into upper B. A trade as well to keep that man advantage going. Esperanto trying to cover off that position over towards the mid spot. T's, however, are going to look to rotate back in. Calyx splitting in through the connector. Still at the back of the site will be Pound. Nexa trying to help with mid as well. 45 seconds left on the clock. The T's start to make their execution in towards this site. Still with the back. Pound will spot all the information. Has a little bit of utility, but not anything to write home about. And Esperanto going to go peeking into the connector. He hits the timing absolutely perfectly. A second as well as he leaves it onto Engine. And he's going to fall. Another round in a row for Imperial now as they sit 13-11. They were so many rounds behind. 10 rounds behind. They've now won 8 in a row. Well, the T's in this round at least are only going to have themselves some pistols. The fact is, the longer this goes on, the more confidence that's going to be gained from the CT side. Mage not going to do any damage as they've managed to avoid it. Major actually getting quite far forward. And nothing being spotted yet. Could be seen as more of a green light for the CT side that there's nobody here. Not the case. There's plenty of players up in those apartments. Nuclear already going to be throwing down an extra incendiary just to try and slow them that little bit more. They actually do have a fairly strong defense towards this B side at the moment. Already, though, the push will be coming in. Nuke kicks things off with the AWP, but a man has managed to pass towards the site. However, it won't seem to matter. There's already a couple more kills come in. The nade will dunk in and take out another, and while only one kill comes in for the T side as a 12th is on the board. 9 in a row for Imperial, slowly dragging this back on the CT side of Mirage. Once again, we're going to have the AK-47s. Plenty of utility. We've had this quite a few times now, and Space Soldiers are yet to get themselves around since the pistol in this half. It's been an unbelievable streak from Imperial. Team that you can't take lightly on this map. Pound even starting to gain some confidence himself as he goes aggressive. Not something we've really seen from him so far as he finds the opener. It is, again, a trade back, and Esperanto has to quickly rotate in towards the site. UK there to try and hold off the cross for the CT side, but I don't think they expect SB to be here. And he finds one, a second as well, leaves Calyx alone, and Esperanto almost does the work all by himself, but he needs a little bit of help from Nexa. 13-13. The 10-round streak from Imperial does not seem to be stopping. What on earth is going on for Space Soldiers? Money, of course, ludicrous at this point for Imperial. There's been a few close rounds. Can Space Soldiers finally get themselves one onto the board? Pound looking for a little bit of aggression towards the palace. Pushing instead, and this time he will be caught. Punished. That comes in, another will come in as well as Calix nets a second. Nexa trying to trade things back and instead walks into the hands of the T's. Looking like we'll finally get around on the board after what's been a long break for this T side. And UK going to miss a shot as well. Does hit the second flick. A wonderful one at that. Of course, money not a problem at all. They can just try and at least make things costly. Nice shot from UK again. A second one already into this round as they look for this retake once more. Push going to be coming in through the palace. UK trying to spam through to find something here, but doesn't look like they're going to have much time in this scenario. Major will be throwing out the flash, but not yet peeking, and while they will find the final couple of kills, Space Soldiers regain their lead after a 10-round streak, and if they do manage to finally close this out, it would have been pretty much the ultimate fake comeback. Here we go, though. Double AWP set up in for the CT side. Engine already going to be burnt down low. UK hoping to try and find that opener for them here. Of course, Imperial, well, it's fairly common that after you sort of win a long streak, when you finally lose a round, it can send you packing, can throw you off balance. But the fact is here, they actually have a chance to reset Space Soldiers right towards the end. UK ready and waiting. Does some damage, but doesn't quite manage to get himself the kill. Still lurking in the connector, and his teammate's actually going to throw out a smoke to help him a little bit here. Nade. Ooh, it could even do the damage. I think it will. Calix is going to go down. Perfectly placed. As the T's again look to try and hit towards this A site. UK spamming through the smoke. With 40 seconds left, they are making their way in here. Actually, are they actually going to switch this back so late into the round? There's only 30 seconds left. CT side beginning to go hunting a little bit. And this is peculiar. They're looking like they're trying to sell a bit of a fake here. Already, Esperanto with the AWP takes down another. One more for Pound as well, as there's only 2 remaining, and the CTs will quickly realize it's not going to be here. Haji, the stand-in, solo playing towards this B site. A position previously held by Loba. And while I don't know if Loba would have done that, Haji just wrecking the remaining players. 14-14. As now money becomes an issue for Space Soldiers. Just remember, they were 13-3 to the good in this map. They are now 2 rounds away from being eliminated from this tournament. Paz is sat with 29 kills. But we've had an impeccable comeback from Imperial, strutting their stuff on the CT side. course, Space Soldier's taking a tactical pause. Can they bring it back with what they've got? 2 pistols, maybe a third on Calyx as well. I imagine there's something else for him here. Really? He's just got a Glock? That's probably not what they wanted going into this round. They got an AK onto Zantares. I said at the beginning of this series that he does have a lot of rounds where he just steals one that never should have been. They need one from him here. He's looking to split towards this A site once again. Seems to be their bread and butter on this map, but it hasn't been working out too well. Nexa very well positioned, gets a first, but can't quite find the second. Bear in mind, Calyx still only has a Glock. Paz going to be pushing through the smoke, but is met by Pound. Calyx with just a Glock will be ended as well. Zontara is trying to do it all alone, and he does find a couple of kills and brings it into a 2v2. Or 2v1, sorry. The problem is he's going to go running back towards the spawn. Hadji is going to be there waiting for him, and the tap's not good. He misses the shot. Zontaras has been given a chance here. Back into the 1 versus 1. These are the sort of rounds that this man wins. Ones that Imperial should not be losing. A 1 versus 3 turned right back. UK just waiting over towards the A site. The question is, where's Zontara's going to go? It looks like he's heading in towards B. Now, a retake here really wouldn't be ideal for the man with the AWP. Bomb will be making its way in towards the site. Nothing that UK can do about that. The thing is, though, he may actually plant it what looks like... Well, I was going to say more towards the market, but he's going to play from the apps instead. Pistol out already for Nuke. Spots the bomb. Knows roughly where it's planted for. Maybe a little bit skeptical about where the remaining player is. Apartment's not really the spot that you'd expect from this one. So many angles left to clear. I think Zontaras may just have this dead to rights. It's going to have to be a smoke diffusal here, and his opponent's so low on HP that Nuke is just going to try and play this. He is just going straight for the diffuse, and Zontaras, he's not going to peek. He just sits there. Oh, he's actually, his net's gone down. Well. Oh my god. I'm not really sure what we do in this situation. That is hands down the unluckiest thing in the world, because I would almost bet that he'd have had that. Zontaras in a 1v1 where his opponent's low and he times out. That has got to be the ultimate kick in the teeth for Space Soldiers. Because the fact is, normally those rounds can only be replayed if no damage has been done. So, realistically, that means the round is Imperial's. But I imagine that Zontares has probably just thrown his keyboard, his chair, his monitor, probably everything just out the window. Because that is easily the worst time, maybe ever, for his internet to go down. A 14-14 1v1 with the bomb down, not much time left, and his opponent low. I can't really think of much worse, to be honest. Either way, we are just waiting for him to come back. The fact is, the T side aren't even going to have much money to go into the next round, but they won that round off, well, would have won that round if he'd managed it, off very, very little. That one AK, there was a few pistols and, well, what was it, 1v3, 1v4 clutch that he was very close to pulling off. Thank you, Shears. Either way, we are just waiting patiently for him to get back into the server. Hopefully it won't take too long. I don't know how bad of a crash it is, or if it even was a sort of internet crash. Make it 15-15. Not really something we can do. Because you don't really know if it is, or if he would have won it. I'm killing it. Thank you, hello, hello. Alexa played Despacito. You think that Imperial have hacked his network? I highly doubt that. I do remember, what was it, the sort of the in the Asia qualifier for one of the minors, where it was rumored that one of the teams actually went and cut the internet cable. That was something new. But yeah, I don't know what's happened to Zontares. We got Tarek in the chat. Maybe he can sub in. Pig might not be the best, but I don't think that'd be a bad replacement. I think Space Soldiers will probably take that for the final round, or potential final round. They might be able to take this to overtime. Obviously not the best finances left for Space Soldiers in this one. Obviously, they've said it's a network issue. It could have been anything. Hello, Gilgamesh. Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. I think I may have just screwed Tarek over with the amount of people. Just go on, sub in. You'll play. All right. Well, we got if we need someone, we got Jungle CS:GO who's ready. That's the point. Woxic's not in Shanghai. Hi, the limited. His mum said turn off the PC and go to bed. I doubt that. Cool lubber he can play. What, against his old team? Thank you, Karamhan. I don't really know what is going on here. Haven't seen anything about him getting back into the server. Hopefully it isn't too serious an issue. I'm loving all the sort of like different conspiracies I can just read in the chat. Didn't pay the internet bill. VAC banned. I don't I don't know if I wonder if that's ever happened with a pro player where they just forgot to pay their internet bill. Call you Tokmak. Okay. I don't know what that means, so I hope that's not anything bad. I've trusted you there. I've seen the tick and I've trusted you. I can see you becoming a great caster. Thank you, Justin. You need another... Do you want to hop on Discord? The WSG. Ah! That feels like a lifetime ago. He's been taken down by Lithuanian spies. Oh. What's your name? Well, you can type ! caster and that will take you to my Twitter where it has all my information. It even has a picture of my face. Scary. Yeah, I definitely think Tarek should stand in. Just play with like 150 ping. I should create a team called Strictly Business. I think Neil M may already have the rights to that secured, but I can try. Are you casting in London? No, I'm currently in Ukraine. I'm in the Starladder studios as we speak. Maybe I should play. I like Imperial, but I wouldn't want to just confirm their victory by me playing. I don't think that would help anybody out. How about business as usual? There's a lot of business puns, isn't there? Power outage. What time is it in Ukraine? It is currently 11:07. So that means 53 minutes left of my birthday. I'm hoping that I'll get to cast the end of this match by then. Thank you. I saw one guy say something, your birthday, which is nice. How's their office? They've got quite a few studios here. It's nice. I like it. I'm in one of the like smaller ones at a solo caster studio. But I got a couple of monitors. I got a nice little mixer. I got something with shiny lights on it that I don't know what it does. A PC that would... yeah, pretty beast. Got a nice GTX 1080 Ti. Not bad. Are you turning 40? Close. I'm closer to 40 than the day I was born. What's your personal Twitch? It is the same as everything, Tombiz, but I really don't stream, so there's not going to be much use you going there. I am feeling very thank you on my birthday. I'm hearing a lot of chatter, so hopefully that means something is being sorted. Thank you for all the birthday messages. You were very kind. I have turned 24 yet. Can your PC run GTA? I would imagine so. Despair will play. Is that confirmed? Oh, he's there. I didn't even notice. I'm blind. Here we go. Not much pressure, is it, on Despair here? Right, Despair. We need a substitute. We're losing 15-14. We don't have much money. If we lose this round, we're eliminated from the tournament. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, just get... Then again, if he gets like 4 kills... If he manages to pull off something impressive, then, you know... He has a power outage. Oh, that sucks. I did cast game on. That is true. That was a long time ago. What do we call you? Call me Tom. Right, here we go. This is a dicey buy. It's taken us a while to get here. Just remember, this was 13-3 in favor of Space Soldiers. They could have closed this out way before Zontares' power went. Instead, they are now sat 15-14. They've got their substitute of Despair in. Now they're trying to bring this back. Paz this time has been given the Catalyst AK. Despair looking to get onto the board. He's only got potentially 1 round to do it. Then again, if he does enough. Well, we'll see. It is going to be the quick pushing onto the side next to Court in the corner, but he still manages to find a kill. Hadji left on the site. Just going to be hiding patiently. Spots Despe, does some damage. Trade not going to come in, and it's looking like it's done. They brought him in for one round. Calyx trying to turn things back, but it's not happening. An incredible comeback comes in from Imperial, who managed to take things 16-14, and that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight. I hope you have enjoyed the cast. Congratulations to Imperial, who will make it through to our semi-final. You can jump over to starladder_CS_EN2, which will be with the Euronics Optic game. Either way, as said, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, you can type !caster, and I'll be back again tomorrow, where we should have our first semi-final. See you guys then.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.